One of the things that I think that our city council is most proud of is something that we've done together for probably about the last 12 years, which is to work on Coyote Creek Park and this bikeway that goes to Seal Beach. One of the big objectives that we've had within the city is to improve our quality of life, to provide a park to our citizens that they could go walk along the riverbed, and then if you were a biker or a runner, take the bike path and go as far as you can down towards the beach. And a lot of people fit this into their normal routine every day, and it really improves the quality of the city of Los Alamitos. This project took so long because it was basically something that we had to go and get grant funding approved from the state of California. So what we needed to do is, when you're a city this small, you really have to go and make sure that you have partnerships at all the different regional boards, and we were able to utilize our relationship with the city of Long Beach, some of the cities along the South Los Angeles corridor, all the way up to Rosemead, Downey, Bellflower, all of these cities that we've been able to do a lot of projects with and gain support. This project has a lot of different partnerships. So the Los Alamitos Unified School District will allow us to increase the traffic behind Oak Middle School. The Rivers and Mountains Conservancy, we had to work with Southern California Edison, LA County Flood Control, and a lot of that hard, heavy lifting had to be done with city staff and the Planning Commission as they were able to move barriers out of the way. We took a look to make sure that they understood that this wasn't just vacant land that somebody tried to do nice. We added a lot of signs that added a little bit of history so that if kids or their families were walking through this park and learned something about our city. This area was 50, 60 years ago, was basically floodlands. Now it's concreted in, not as beautiful probably as it was back in the day, but really what we wanted to do is just add a little bit to the city, not only the quality of life where people could come here, but kind of take things back a little bit to the way they were. When we designed this path, the hardest part about it was owned by Southern California Edison, so we couldn't put in hard infrastructure. We couldn't put in permanent trees. We had to allow trucks for utility pole maintenance to be able to go through here. So we had to make a most functional park without destroying the purpose that this land is actually to maintain the power poles. But if you look at the types of plants put in here, you'll just see that we were able to really use stuff that doesn't use a lot of water. During the winter it stays pretty, it doesn't go super dormant, and then during the summer when you would have to worry a lot about trying to maintain this, we wanted to make sure that the cost of the city would be something that we wouldn't have to hire new staff to maintain. When we put together the plan for all of the types of trees, plants, and shrubs, one of the requirements were that we needed to make sure that they were all native to California. So environment that definitely feels natural and makes you feel like you're back 100 years ago in California. This park is actually part of a connection across all of Orange County about the continuous loop that the Board of Supervisors in Orange County have been trying to put together for quite a while. So we've been working with Mission County supervisors to really kind of make this connection to make sure that we can have that complete loop. And there's still a lot of big holes in this, but this was a pretty important one. I think for me, this park has been something that was neutral ground. It was something that we all as a council could agree on. I mean, I'll be honest, one of the biggest supporters of this was Ken Parker. And where we didn't agree on a lot of things, we agreed that we should do something here. And he was a champion for this thing early on. And I think this park kind of acted as a way for us to find a way to work together. To do something that I know that over time we would be able to kind of look back, and when I'm long off the council, sitting back watching other great city council members, I could point at something and say, hey, I was a part of that.